July 15th, 1943. Dear Charlie, I was hoping I'd at least get the chance to pretend our time in Tennessee was nothing out of the ordinary. You know, like, Charlie. Charlie who? Ah, yes. I think I recall meeting a tall, handsome, broad-shouldered Army Ranger with moderate dancing abilities a few weeks ago. I can close my eyes now and imagine that shy smile of yours spreading over your face the moment you realize I'm only teasing you. And yet, how could I, in good conscience, tease you after such a letter? How could I make light of feelings that unsettlingly match my own so completely? The honesty of your letter took my breath away. It was so refreshing to not have to guess what our time together meant to you. I suppose I should have seen it coming after your directness at the dance. That straightforward way you politely told me you intended to ask me to dance every single dance that night. That's a flirt for me, by the way. And quite frankly, I was flattered. It made me want to keep saying yes, just to see what a contradiction such as yourself would do next. You know, Burke, for an obviously shy fellow, you're extremely confident. And for the record, I'm very glad I kept saying yes. All teasing aside, Charlie, thank you for your letter. When you walked me to my hotel after the dance, and we parted in the lobby, I couldn't help feeling something essential had just gone missing. I feel like I should be more hesitant at being so open with someone who was a stranger to me only a little while ago. But like you said in your letter, I feel like I can tell you anything. I suppose that's why I haven't been able to get you out of my mind either. You're rare, Charlie Burke. I've heard our boys give a lot of different reasons for joining the war. Some for the adventure, some for the pay, others because their pals are joining up. There are even those who sign up merely for the chance to kill Nazis. With you, however, there's a noble purity to your reasons. You give me hope that if there are enough soldiers like you, we might just make it out of this horror all right. I'm sorry your father came home so altered from the Great War. A P.O.W? That must have been awful for your mother. All that time not knowing, hoping he would come home safe to her, only to have him to return a mere shell of himself. The general, my father, said that was common among the soldiers he fought with during the Great War. I imagine that must have been quite lonely for you as well, not having him there at all, not even through your mother's memories. After the dance, you said that he came home from the war, but that he passed before you were born? How did he die, if you don't mind my asking? And if you don't mind my being even nosier, what was in your father's trunk? What was it that made your mother so angry when you tried to look inside? I only ask because my own mother passed when I was 13, and the general endlessly encouraged us to keep her memories alive. She was infinitely prettier than me, by the way. Having had her for a good portion of my childhood, I have many of my own memories of her to cherish. Thankfully, she was also a gifted painter. To this day, my father proudly displays her art in every room of our family home back in San Diego. He even gifted me some of her finest pieces to hang in my apartment here in Washington, D.C. I can't imagine how difficult it would be not to always have a part of her near me through her paintings, or to not have my father share his own memories of her so freely with my sister and me. Mama passed while giving birth to our little brother, Sam, by the way. He only lived 3 days. I'm sure your mother has her reasons for keeping your father's memory so much to herself, though. The general once told me that some of the deepest scars of war aren't found in the soldiers, but the ones they leave behind. Sadly, I've come to learn that for myself over the past 2 years. But enough of this humdrum stuff. You asked about my family. My father is General Duke P. Drawlinger in the Army. As I mentioned before, we call him the General because, strangely, Father just feels too formal. He's currently third in command in the OSS, Office of Strategic Services. I am his personal secretary, and as I know you'll understand, that's all I'm at liberty to say about it. I have one sister, Ruby, who is 2 years my junior. She is currently an Army nurse stationed in Africa. If my father hadn't already claimed me for his secretary, I'm sure I would be serving somewhere else in the Army. Some are devout Catholic, we're devout Army. You asked if I'll be heading back to Tullahoma anytime soon. As luck would have it, the General is bringing me along to conduct more war business with your Captain Fairbanks mid-August. Our train arrives on Friday, August 20th at 1300. I believe the General put in a TR, so someone will be assigned to meet us and drive us to Camp Forest. Perhaps you could drop a potato while on KP duty and get stuck with the job. If not, perhaps there's another dance that weekend. Aside from taking notes for the General, I don't have any plans. And as dance partners go, you're right. You're no jive bomber, Charlie. But I'd rather dance with you than anyone. Which was the real reason I kept saying yes when you asked me. I hope this letter finds you well. I genuinely hope Captain Fairbanks is preparing you for whatever you and our other best of the best boys will be called upon to do to end this dreadful war. In the meantime, please take care of yourself, Charlie. Love, Audrey Rose. P.S. I'm not sure how you feel about older women, but as it turns out, I was born December 22nd of 17. Come to think of it, I'm not sure how I feel about younger men. Somehow you just don't seem younger. You certainly don't look it. P.P.S. I hope the fact that the General is coming with me this time won't scare you away. He isn't one of those overprotective military fathers, you know. He trusts my judgment of men as much as he trusts my judgment in war-related affairs.